everyone. Today I am here with a title of writing pieces, that is article writing, which children have to do from standard 8 onwards in CBSE pattern. So this writing piece is very important among all the writing pieces because it carries 8 marks. I think in question paper, writing section is a vital part for the children, and every writing pieces has its own importance. Article writing is very important because it has its own criterias and format. An article is a piece of non-fiction prose writing. Non-fiction means factual prose writing, the writings which are based on facts, and it evaluates students' skills in expressing ideas, planning and organizing, and then presenting them with supportive examples also. Means article writing enhance the students to express their ideas, planning them and organizing in a proper way, and then presenting them with supportive examples in different paragraphs. It also helps to comprehend the concepts and arriving at a conclusion. Means if any topic is given, the children before they write they have to understand the concept, and then at the last they will arrive to a conclusion by writing different paragraphs. Basically it is written to express personal opinions or present information on a variety of themes. That means they have to write their personal opinions also and present informations on varieties of themes. Now come to the next point, that is what are the uses of articles. So articles are used to express views on any subject and express reasons either for or against with suitable justifications. They are also used to describe a person, his life or his actions. It also describes any place, or lastly it also narrates an incident or an event. There are some important features that the children should keep in their mind whenever they write an article. The first point is it is always written in third person. Secondly, its language should be objective and to the point. That means whatever they will write in that article, everything should be relevant to the topic given. Third point is heading and a byline must be provided appropriate to the subject and according to the question. Means whatever topic is given, according to the topic they must write the heading, and byline must be there just after the topic, and the writer's name should also be there. It should be relevant to the verbal or visual input provided in the question. That means in the question whatever topic has been asked, according to that only the children should write. It should normally consist of 3 parts. What are the 3 parts? The first is introduction, then second comes to the main body, and then the conclusion. First point is introduction. In that the children have to write the definition, or they will have to write about the topic. What does the topic mean? The next paragraph is a lengthy paragraph in which they will have to write the main body, where they will write all supportive examples, supportive views, opinions, everything. And lastly the conclusion, that is the concluding paragraph, which is suggestive paragraph also, in which they may suggest something or recommend something. Next point is according to the topic suitable example should be given to support the point stated. Means whatever topic is given, according to that topic the children have to give suitable examples also. Why? To make it more appropriate and relevant. Next point is either to compare and contrast method or to show a cause and effect relationship also the children have to write. It means either they will compare and contrast. If any topic is given in which they will have to compare 2 things, they must write it in a comparative manner, and then cause and effect also. If the pollution is the topic on which they are writing, that means they will have to write its cause and effect, and also the cause and effect relationship also, and all those things will come in that main body. And the last point, that is, it should end up with a summing up paragraph, that is either suggestion, recommendation, or prediction. As I stated earlier also, the last paragraph is suggestive paragraph. In that they will have to give suggestions to the reader. Suggestive paragraph means suggestion to the reader either to take any precaution or recommendation for doing something. Next, that is the format. So I must tell you about the format also, because children lose marks because of that wrong format also. So the first point in that format is title and heading. It should be written very neatly and with a byline with the writer's name. And then the body will come. The first, as I have stated earlier, the introductory paragraph, then the main body, which is an elaborate paragraph, and the concluding paragraph, which is suggestive paragraph also. One example I must show you, that is, Satish is asked to write an article on the school magazine, for the school magazine on climate change. So you can see in this example, the first paragraph is very short, only to define the title. The second is giving all suitable examples and supportive points. And the third one is the suggestive paragraph. Next, come to the marking scheme. I think I must tell you about the marking scheme, because children lose marks in that because they do not follow the proper format, and the teacher used to deduct marks in that. So the first thing is title and byline. Among these two, title carries 1 mark and byline carries 1 mark. Altogether 2 marks in that title and byline. Content, which is very very important, it carries the maximum marks, that is 4 marks. And if the content is appropriate, means relevant to the topic the children have written, that means they will get 3 out of 4 if they have written accurate to the topic or the subject given. Next point is accuracy. If your article is completely accurate, to the point, without any mistake, no error, spelling error, grammatical error, then you will get that marks. So very rare children get that accuracy marks in that. Next is fluency. Fluency means the flow of writing, how you have written, what is the flow of your writing, how you have arranged the paragraphs, how you have expressed your views and opinions for and against. And lastly, I must tell you that if you want to make your article very very attractive and you want to score good marks, you will have to write it very interesting way. You can use some phrases, idioms also in that main body. So thank you. This is the end of this.